Hello party farmers, welcome back to the beautiful map of WISNICE. I think I will be calling this map WISNICE until I'm told otherwise. I apologize in advance for any mispronunciations, but feel free to leave a comment to let me know how to correctly pronounce this. Before we start this episode, let us have a look at the wheel first. So in the previous episode, we had only lease for one episode enabled. So we can get rid of that rule for now and at least spin this wheel one more time to see if we can get anything that is a little bit more permanent. Now what will we end up with? Okay, we can only sell crops or products at the worst price possible. Okay, so this will be a permanent rule that we can only get rid of if we land on this again or on the veto rule. Alright, let's hop back into the game and see what we can do. So, selling crop at the worst price. That is not going to be pretty, I'll tell you that much. We're going to need a lot to kind of compensate for all the revenue that we're going to be losing. But hey, we got to deal with it. We will deal with it. If I cannot drive into the fence, that would be fantastic. So let's leave the spreader over here and then get the cultivator and the... What is it? What do we have? Is it a seeder or a planter? I guess we're gonna find out once I can open the gate. Hello? Can we... Oh, sir? Hello? I didn't think it's locked. There we go. Okay, so from the inside it does open. Okay, great. Well, let's get both these tools out. Let's see, is it a plant? It's a planter. Okay, so we can only really put in soybeans, which is fine. Which is absolutely fine. We can deal with that. Kind of ruins the plans of placing grass, but oh well. Let's first get this planter out, a little bit scuffed, but it'll do, it will do. Also, can we not get stuck on the door? I have a driver's license, trust me. Okay. We'll put the planter right over here, a little bit out of the way, so that we can get the cultivator out. And then we'll start cultivating both of the fields. And then we'll plant soybeans in both of these as well. Alright, let's get this out of the shed. There we go. Alright. Now, since this is going to be a big time job, I will skip ahead a little bit. I will not have you watch through all of that. So let's get to cultivating and let's get to planting, and then I'll see you when we are a little bit further ahead. that is all of the cultivating almost done. The other tractor is already busy with seeding, even though the amount of horsepower that is needed for the planter is not fully reached. The planter is 100 horsepower and that little tractor only has 75. So we'll switch it with this one. And I notice right now that next to this rock, we have ourselves a little tractor. That is a 1,000 euro collectible. Now, I will not be actively looking for those. But I mean, if we find them here and there, sure, why not? Why not? Now, these fields also need to be rolled, which is something that we have to, that we can't really do with both of these tractors that we have right now anyway. So let's leave this here. I also had to return the lime spreader, because looking at the current time is, we would have paid a lot of money extra if we would let the day pass by. So let's see, let's stop this once it is done with this line. We'll put the other tractor on this job. Right here. We'll leave this one right over there. And we'll put this on a worker. And then we kind of have to lease a new tractor that can pull the roller. And I think we might want to buy the roller itself. It's only 40-ish thousand euro. Which should be more than enough for what we currently have. So let's see, we have to buy this roller that is 160 horsepower. So let's buy that. We might as well, we have some money left over. And then let's see, I think there is a platinum expansion tractor here that has 140. That's not enough, is it? Ooh, that is not enough. Do we need a medium tractor for this? I think we do. I think we need something like this. Okay. That's fine. We can lease this for about 5,000. I think that is a better solution. Let's lease this. Meanwhile, this will finish this job over here. We will drop into this Massey Ferguson. Funny how they're all Massey Fergusons. That is not intentional. I'd have to say it's not intentional at all. It just happens to be that way. I don't know. So we'll get this over to the fields, start rolling. And then I think we might put the combine to use in a contract. I think that'd be a good idea. Do a little bit of contract work, because there are so many plots of land here. And we're not using the combine, we're not using the small tractor as well, and we're not using the trailer. So those are three things. If you combine those, then we had the perfect opportunity to do some contracts. Right, these big contracts are very nice, and we are able to harvest them with the combine, so we don't need to rent anything. So it'll be a nice little extra boost of income, and we are allowed to do contract work, so that's great. So let's make use of that as long as we can. Now this field will also plant with soybeans. Just get a whole bunch of soybeans going. Because otherwise we'd have to buy a seeder, you know what I mean? It's not going to be pretty. It ain't gonna be pretty. Alright, let's get this Massey Ferguson working on a worker. And I really hope that it doesn't get confused by that tree over there, because I have a feeling that it's gonna be confused. Maybe we'll do the headland first, and then the worker can do the rest. In the meantime, let's accept this contract. And this is a oat contract, that's great. And this is wheat. That should also be fine. Let's accept those two. Now these baling contracts are also very nice. But since we don't really have the equipment for it, we'd have to rent that from the farmer. Now that's fine. That's almighty fine. But it is going to give us a bit of a penalty. And we need the equipment at some point ourselves. So we might as well just wait that one out. Just for now. And I think the harvesting contracts are nice because you also get a little bit extra that you can sell for your own profit. It's, I don't know, I really like the mechanic. Alright, so let's get this back on a worker. And as soon as the other Massey Ferguson is done, we can put that on the other field. And then I will see you guys when those fields are done and when we get the contract work going. And with this, all the seeding is done. We'll get this last little bit rolled. And I think that's a nice amount of work that we have done today, I'd say. Both of the fields filled with soybeans. Now we just have to make sure that we buy some herbicide at some point to prevent any weeds from getting in here. And the good thing about soybeans is that they don't really need any fertilizer, which actually saves us on a little bit of fertilizer costs. Which, I mean, we do have a little bit of money left, right? We still have to buy a sprayer. And I'm not sure how we're gonna do that. Because we have the spot spraying enabled. Which really saves on a lot of costs in the long term, right? But the initial costs are way more expensive than just having the sprayer. But we'll see about that. Let's first return the medium tractor. Here we go. We'll get this back to the shed next time. And that's also the episode where we'll continue working on these fields. I love the hills that they have put in here. But yeah, that's gonna do it for us for today. I want to thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Till then, bye-bye. And there rests me nothing than to wish you a great rest of your weekend, if you're watching this on the day that this releases. And otherwise, I'll catch you in the next episode. Till then, ciao ciao.